Scene 1A, take 5.
This film is about a girl who is trying to discover who she is. She is going about it all the wrong ways, lying about who she is. And it's not only her journey, but it's everybody who she affects along the way and just kind of the consequence of those lies.
I play the role of Foya, and I think Foya is just a young woman who is trying to figure herself out. You know, I think because of the circumstances, it seems like she's extreme. And I think she has taken it a bit extreme, but I think she's just like everybody, you know, who's had that time of trying to figure who they are and, you know, who they want to be in this world.
She kind of doesn't know how to not lie, and that kind of explains the ending where she completely just like once again takes another person's identity.
The way I would describe it, I think it started out with Sam having an instant crush on Foya, and I think he was instantly interested in her, but I think he also was just as interested in the internship as well. And I think he saw the same amount of drive in Foya as he did, and that's why they were able to click so well.
I was ecstatic whenever I read the script for the first time. Autumn sent it to me, and she was like, hey, like, can you send an audition for this by tomorrow? And I got it like really late at night, and I read through it, and I was like, whoa. And I just like went back and read it over again, and I was really excited about it. I thought that it came with a lot of twists that I wasn't expecting, and I thought all the characters were very solid. Even the words, the dialogue, everything was very just like personable and real, and I liked that about it.
When I first read the script, I was shook. I was like, okay. I had a lot of questions, so that I obviously got filled in by our amazing writer and director. But when I read it, I thought the story was super cool.
Whenever I was creating all the characters, one thing that I wanted to focus on was their fashion sense. I wanted each character to have their own like unique fashion sense and like the way they dress. So one good example being Dr. Moore. I loved like style. It was so much fun like styling her, and I did not want a plain boring, because this whole film is like kind of based in like the modern tech world, and so I didn't want just like plain boring, you know, business attire, I guess you could say, and that is one thing that Dr. Moore definitely doesn't have.
Yeah, it was definitely a different role to step into. I read it over and I was like, wow, these are big shoes to fill. I people watched a lot, and I saw people who were more professional, and I just saw how they walked, saw how they moved, saw how they talked, and I tried to incorporate a lot of the physicality into it and let just the words follow and the rest follow, because I think overall the script speaks for itself in developing her as a character.
I love Jared, so it was honestly super easy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like one of those things when you just click with somebody. And so yeah, me and him just literally click. Everything felt supernatural. It felt like Big Brother. It felt like comfortable. It felt safe. So we just played off that, and yeah, it was super easy filming with him. It was just something we just had.
So honestly, I wanted to be Odie. I think Jared knocked it out of the park. He definitely did a way better job than I would have done.
Being a love interest with him, it was funny because we didn't really have any scene building up, so a lot of our relationship we had to sit down and talk about and make up, you know, where did we meet? I think combined with the chemistry on set, it was just very easy and very natural to be his love interest.
One of the scenes that took the longest was actually the opening one, with the first conversation we see with Odie and Foya, and that whole kitchen montage. Fun fact, the pasta was it was dry, and props to QASHARRI and Jared for eating that for about 2 hours while we had to do the takes. It just became so cold.
My favorite scene to film was definitely the parking lot scene. I was definitely looking forward to it because, you know, not many times you get to, in your life, you get to scream at someone like that, and it's okay. It was a very important scene in the movie with some important lines, and so I think that just made it so much better as well.
It was 2 in the morning, everyone was tired. We were outside, it was humid. Obviously everyone was cooperative and the actors were amazing. Tav and QASHARRI did amazing in those scenes despite all of the negative obstacles. Also loved shooting the coffee shop scenes. We got the opportunity to shoot at Bohemia's after hours, and so we had the whole coffee shop to ourselves, and as you guys saw, it's like a beautiful coffee shop, outdoors and indoors. Valerie, our PA, ended up being our barista as well, and that was like her acting debut. The manager even taught her how to use like the espresso machine for the scene, and so she learned how to like she was an actual barista for like that part, which I feel like was cool. We had a few storyboarding sessions, and we had an amazing storyboard artist, Khalid. So working with Khalid and Autumn, our DP, kind of all of us like collaborating on that was a very, very fun experience, and I just like love looking at the storyboards and like looking at the actual final product of the film, like comparing them side by side.
I learned lots being on set, working with the crew. The crew is amazing. I don't want to even say anybody's name because I'm gonna just name everybody in the crew. But yeah, working on set was literally incredible. Getting to see the other parts of like what go into a film, you know, sound, light, different stuff like that has nothing to do with my acting, you know, so it was just cool to see all, like, it's such a team effort.
The crew was great. AJ, Marcus, Harry, I got really close with them.
Working with this crew was honestly just phenomenal. Everyone had specific talents and they just knew exactly what to do, and it was just awesome to see all of them work, and all of them were very fun, encouraging people. It was a blast just to hang out with them in between takes and in between scenes, but overall everybody was so hardworking, and it was just such like a fun energy to be around.
Those downtimes in between takes and in between, you know, scenes that we were shooting, just being with everybody and chopping it up, listening to music, laughing, eating food all the time, taking naps, drinking Red Bulls. You know, we're all tired, we all have a common goal. We just want to get this thing done. It's just like, it's such a team energy that like we just all are so connected in that moment.
We're singing Kirk Franklin at the top of our lungs. It was getting late, and we took a little break and put on Revolution, and that's that.
Absolutely screaming gospel music at the top of our lungs with the rest of the cast members. That was a really fun experience.
We'll remember this forever, and it's our, you know, it's like cherishing. I just love it. I don't know, it sounds corny, but I'm so serious. Like, it was just so great being with everybody on set, and every like downtime that we got to just really like genuinely laugh and enjoy each other's company. It was super, super, super cool.
Shut that lip, okay? Jeez.
I love it whenever he takes charge.
This is my first time trying Red Bull. It tastes like if they turned cough syrup into a soda.
That's great.
I wanna see you be great. Yeah, anyways, but I'll probably
Like, I don't have to put it in.
I don't know about that.